Underneath the pale moon's glow, whispers where the shadows grow. Through the mist where secrets keep, fools and ghouls begin to creep. Fools and ghouls, they dance tonight in the chill of the haunted light. Mystery hums, the air turns cold, paranormal stories unfold. Candles flicker, spirits wait, every step's a leap of fate. Hear the creak of the wooden floor, specters knocking on your door.
Hey,
and guys, it's Friday night. Oh my God, this week has went so quick. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's went really, really quick this week.
it has gone quick.
It has. I just want to say a very, very big happy birthday to my closest friend and co-host, Wayne Seedon. That is him now,
Yes.
a pensioner, and he can get his bus pass. He'll kill me. He will kill me. He's probably in the comments. Oh, he might be here. He might be here. So, guys, we're just going to talk random stuff tonight, whatever comes to our heads. Because I never really thought of a subject. I was actually thinking of Wayne's birthday bash, but obviously I don't know if he can make it. So we'll just talk random paranormal stuff and see where we go.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about right now about the amount of attention that haunted objects are getting? Because you see a lot of it, you see a lot of people talking about haunted objects. Prime example, the doll that is in love with obviously Lee, and I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But maybe it is. But I still don't get it. So what's your guys' opinion on it?
I don't know who go first on that.
I think, oh my God, I will make myself so hated. But I think some people overreact. Some people just want the attention, I think.
Yeah.
I think there can be energy to it.
Yeah.
And but people, not everybody knows the difference between a haunting and residual, and something happens in the house and unexpected, not looking at the obvious, but it's haunted. It's because of the doll, a statue, a plant, a record, whatever, a painting. And I think there are so many haunted objects at this moment. You should be freaking to buy something, but I don't.
Do you know? I was on eBay, right? See, the last time we had to talk about this, right? I went on eBay to see what I could get. Not that I bought anything, I was just looking. And it was like a perfume bottle. And apparently what was in the perfume bottle was a demon. And I'm like, really? And I do want to buy a haunted object just to see what the big fascination is. What is the fascination of?
I bought a divot box off eBay.
What did do? How did that go?
Classed as extremely haunted. And because I've got a demonologist friend, I thought I can do this. If I open this, I can do this. So I got it through the post. Now, if it's so haunted, why would they send it by air with like 230 passengers?
Yeah.
Why would it go through customs and affect so many people that touch it and inspect it?
Hey, Noreen, baby.
And no, I know, and nobody gets affected by it. But then when I get it, it's supposed to be the most haunted thing out there, and I shouldn't go near it. And I've got all these guidelines not to do. Yet it's been through customs, and through a whole airline of people. It's gone through a passenger airline, not a postal airline. It's a passenger airline that's gone through, and it's just like, surely
No.
that's just not right.
Yeah, my
And,
fantasy
I've
is
got it.
making over hours now because if the divot box comes by air and it breaks, the whole plane is
Exactly.
mounted. You
What's
get
going to happen? The whole plane's just going to go boom.
yeah,
And it's just
exactly.
that as soon as I got it, I broke the wax seal all around it, opened it up, and guess what was in it?
What was
I
that?
have
Absolutely
no clue.
nothing. Nothing at
Nothing.
all. It was
Right,
all
so
fake. I bought it. I
so
bought it for $5.99.
so so let me get this right. So you bought a box, right?
Yeah,
Opened it up and there was haw there. Absolutely nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Air.
$5.99
Oh,
I spent on that.
Haunted air.
But I've got the box just for
Yeah,
like
I
a
love those
showpiece.
boxes. I
But there's
love
nothing
them.
in it.
Yeah,
I
but if
I
it's a
It
small
just proves
box,
how much is put on eBay and said it's haunted, like the dolls and stuff. Not haunted doll here. You want to buy this? If it's under a tenner or under 50 quid,
yeah,
if you want
they
to get
ask
rid of
a
it,
lot of
you're
money.
talking around the £50 mark.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
think,
talking like anything more, then they just try it on, don't they?
yeah, I think they
okay.
just wanted to cash in. Noreen is stating, I agree. My granddaughter had a scary incident with a doll, but the doll was a new doll. So I'm more inclined to think it was something in the house rather than the doll itself. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes,
I
I live
do.
on ground, and it goes back to the Neanderthal. Um, we had an invasion of the Vikings, and they raided the city.
Yeah.
Were part of the 80 Years' War, World War
Yeah.
One, World War Two. Republicans fought the royal entourage. We had something with a graveyard bash, and lots of people are killed here in the area. And if some place is haunted with so many killings, and yeah, I would suggest this would be haunted, but not in my house, not anymore for sure.
No.
Do you guys feel that sometimes when you continually go to a place that everybody goes to, that the energy dies down? Like it just, because people are repeatedly going there all the time.
Yeah,
I went to Hopton Castle last weekend and there was a new group of people there. And the first time I've ever met any other ghost hunters at the same place. And they'd been there about an hour before we got there.
Uh-huh.
And I took some photos of the castle and everything, what I wanted to get from my screenshots from a YouTube video. But then I went in there and there was a guy in there and basically he can practice anything. He can practice
Yeah.
anything to do with demons, anything like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the way he was coming across, and I was like very standoffish. My Gemma, the not psychological, yeah, the medium. She
Yeah.
she was like she was a bit standoffish, and I was like, "What's up with you?" She says, "It's him and him." I was like, "Okay." So what's up? She says, They just don't seem right to me. I was like, okay, I'll stand by you. And I just set my stuff up and everything. And funnily enough, my main camera, which I know I set up properly, had about 10 minutes of voice recording on it, recording all our voices. But then after a while, the button that you click in to record voice had been taken out. So I had like an hour's worth of video with no sound.
Mhm.
I was
That's
like,
weird.
that's strange because I know when I checked on it after about 10 minutes, it still had the sound on. And then when I went to the all my video, I had 3 cameras on board. One camera only recorded 10 minutes and it was on for a good 2 hours odd. And the other camera I set up never recorded anything. And yet it was telling me it was recording. So whether
Yeah.
that's
See,
paranormal, I don't know because it was in the room I don't like there because I feel a bit funny in there. But according to my medium, it's fine. Well, I still feel funny in there. But
Yeah.
it's
It's
just
strange.
really weird. And
Yeah.
then I found a dead bird on the floor,
Yeah.
yeah,
and it was stuffed with straw. And the straw was lined out supposedly to be in a cross.
yeah.
But if you
Mm.
look at it, it was an upside down cross.
Mm.
Do you
So
know,
I'm like,
I've actually seen that before because I went to a undisclosed location. I don't know how I got my arse through the window, but I was proud of myself. And I've actually got the pictures, and it had an upside down cross. My daughter was on the bed, so Noreen Howe, you're terrible. Um, but I did see an upside down cross, and I often wondered what it meant. Um, so I need to actually look that up. Because what, sorry,
an upside
Richard?
down cross. An upside down cross.
Aye, it's like an upside down cross. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mocking of the Holy Trinity. It mocks God
Ah.
basically, and it winds the devils up because I shouldn't really say this, but when
Listen,
I was
this show is a no holds bar. You can say what you want
when
within
I was at
reason.
when I was at East Drive, the crosses they have on the wall, I turned them upside
Right.
down, and we had the pram phone downstairs. I've
Right.
been there 7 times, and I've left the crosses alone. The one time I go there and I turn the cross upside down, and the pram gets thrown down the stairs. And that night, I had a spirit level, and I made sure which way the stairs were going, and they got to point backwards towards the bathroom. So it's nothing to do with gravity, absolutely nothing to do with gravity, and it went down the stairs. So
Mm.
no one's pushing it. Everyone was downstairs in the kitchen making the coffee. You could hear us all downstairs. No one was upstairs, and I swear on my life, that's what happened. The pushchair just came flying down the stairs. Because
Holy
it was like
shit.
we had this bang at the bottom, and it was like, what the fuck's that?
Oh my god.
With the wheels
That
spinning
would
on the
be
pushchair.
me.
It
Uh,
was like,
uh,
whoa. And then we
Yes,
do you
set it up
know?
right
again.
shout.
It didn't happen again.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you know what, guys? I went to this place in another undisclosed location, and I have never felt fear. But I hate this place. But I would go out and explore it. Definitely. But I'm scared of it. It's kind of like a cross between Blair Witch and Wrong Turn. It's got that eerie feeling. And
Yeah.
when you go into the building and you go like up to the very top, you need to really watch because you've got a gap where you'll fall down, but the rest of it's concreted. And honestly, guys, I've never felt fear in my life, and I'm like, I want to go out here because I was there one night with a group of friends, and I ended up, there was something trying to attract me into the room where we were, it's like obviously doing EVPs. And then the weird thing was, guys, it sounded like my papa, and I was like, no. And that's what the guy said, don't do it, Lo. I was like, I'm no. But it's so weird how spirits can mimic, because I watched a lot of it about spirits mimicking your voice or mimicking
Yeah.
somebody that the family.
That's something you've got to be really careful of when they start mimicking your own voice and other people's voices that you know.
Mhm.
I watched this thing today where a guy was talking about his experience, his paranormal experience, and he said that a spirit was mimicking his voice and tried to get him to go up the stairs, and he refused to go. And I was like, honestly, I was actually memorised by the fact of how spirit can mimic.
They can, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that experience myself because I was out at an old boys' school. Well, I can't get in there now because of John's nonsense. Um, because he was up in Scotland and him and another team broke into the old boys' school. Now you can't get in because they've all bricked it up. Luckily enough, I had been in myself before they blocked it up, and it still got everything in it, like even paperwork, and you're like, that's GPD, what is it they call it, GPR or something, about, details, personal
Oh,
details.
yeah. GPR deals. No,
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
Basically, I ended up, it was beautiful, but because John Sixth Sense had went in, and I don't know what he was doing in there to cause mayhem, and the police came, apparently, at the end of the live, they came. It was so funny. I was laughing. But I was there anyway, exploring, and I was doing an EVP, and I said to this spirit, now people think, like, I'm wrong. Sorry, my cat's scratching the door. People used to slag me because I would introduce myself to the spirit. I'd say, hi, my name's Lois, I'm a paranormal investigator. Can you tell me what your name is? Um, and this spirit kept saying Lois. And I was like, no, that's my name. What's your name? Lois. It was mimicking me. So I was going back and forth with this spirit talking about what's your name? And Lois. And I'm like, no, I'm Lois. What's your name? Oh,
Should we call
honestly,
yourself Deirdre?
oh my God, it was like a mischievous one. I love the mischievous ones, especially especially when you get swore at. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Um,
bloody.
because Robbie, I was out with Robbie Crossing. I'll never
Oh,
forget
yeah.
this. And Jacqueline Dixon was there, and we went to Kewinning Abbey,
Mm.
and we were doing obviously an EVP. Strong viewers discretion advised. Basically, it called Robbie a bulky bastard and told him to fuck off. I was howling with laughter. Honestly, I love when spirits, you're interacting with spirits, definitely, and that's what I miss. I do miss interacting with spirits.
Yeah. We
I'm
went into
still.
one room at the castle, and because I was turning this camera on that never recorded anything, I was
Uh-huh.
turning it back on. And I thought, right, that's recording now, so we did a bit more, and then 10 minutes later, you did go ping pong, and it turned off. You know, Well, you just told me it's got half a battery. We'll go back to it, turn it back on, still half a battery in there, turn it back on, press record. Ping pong. No, doesn't want to record. Anyway, while Gemma was in there, she says, hold on a minute, something's gone on in here, where this bird was with the straw, and it looks like Dan Cross. She said, the spirit guide was telling her that a group has been in there about 3 summers ago, so you're talking about 3 years ago, and they performed a satanic ritual in there. And they were trying to show them what had been done. And there was birds all like stuffed with straw and made out the right way and all things. And there was other birds that were actually set on fire and with straw. And I was like, that's not right. And she says, no, she says, I don't know. She says, it's not a very strong connection now. She keeps going in and out for some reason. She's in 2 places at once. And I said to her, you best go outside and just re-ground yourself. Ground yourself. Make sure you got all your protection. I says, because if this is going a little bit the other way, I says, you need to have all your protection around you. So she goes into the courtyard, sort of thing, and Cassie, who is a spirit guide, says to her, I need you on grass. You've got to be standing on grass. So she steps out the main sort of door, straight onto the grass. So she could feel the roots on her feet. And obviously the roots lead down into the earth and further down and all that. It's grounding. She did that, came back in. She sort of felt a lot better now. She says, but something's wrong with that room. She says, I don't want to go back in there. She says, but something's gone on in that room. We Gary later do the a satanic empowerment ritual, which isn't as bad as it sounds. It's basically so she can control the dark spirit that's in that room that's controlling everybody. She can control it. So she did all that, and everything went okay, and nothing was left awry. And we're going to go back, not this weekend coming up. The following one, we're going to Grace Priory, and then about 3 weeks we're going to go to back there and try again, because I don't think that other team, I didn't get the amount of activity I was expecting. Because normally, whenever I've been there, whatever day of the week I've been there, I've always had a lot of activity. But these 2 people that were there, it just seemed to put the kibosh on everything. It just squashed everything. The energy came down.
I totally get it, because see, this is what I always believe, right? You have, when you go out investigating, you've got to have people that you bond with, because see, if you get the laughter and the hilarity, build the energy and go into that place, I've always found that you do get good results. That's why I would pick very carefully who I wanted to go ghost hunting with, because if I would go like with obviously all you co-hosts, because obviously we've got good energy, we have a laugh and everything.
We just stop laughing.
We've all got one thing in common: we're all nuts.
That's true. That's true.
Well, listen, I picked the best team because we've all got it. We're all nuts.
We're all nuts.
That's it. That is it. What's your most scariest experience, Mary?
Still in the forest. We did some EVP work. We were not supposed to be there because after dawn you get a fine, but we did anyway. And at one point I said we go to a different spot, so if police comes we are not in trouble. So we packed our stuff and walked away. And the girl I went investigating with, she stopped. because she thought she heard something and saw something. So I checked, had my flashlight on, didn't see anything. So we turned towards our car, and I heard with my ears something rushing towards me very fast. And first I thought it is a wolf, and I checked again because I'm a sissy, but I didn't see any. And
Right.
normally I start screaming, but I had such a jump scare that I walked very, very brave, like dum 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 dum, towards my car. And when we get to my car, I said I almost shit myself. What the fuck?
See, Mary, I could have bought you some pads half the price.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's terrible when you have the experience. I think the most scariest one for myself was when we were up in Lennox Castle and there was a group of us, and me and my friend were like about maybe 2-3 feet apart, and I got attention of somebody standing behind me, because Lennox Castle is really like, in the daytime it's dead peaceful. As soon as night comes, it's a different atmosphere, and you feel like people are walking round you in circles and circles. So I had the attention of somebody standing at my back, and I turned round, and I honestly, guys, we heard a sigh, and absolutely somebody sighing was in the middle between me and my pal. Now my pal is not scared of anything, but he shot himself. Not literally, by the way, can I say, but he did shit himself because he thought, oh my god, that was such a loud sigh. He thought it was me, and I was like, it wasn't me. I was looking at the back. But that's the most scariest for me, honestly. But it hasn't put me off going back to Lennox Castle. I actually want to do an overnighter at Lennox Castle,
Yeah.
because honestly,
Well,
that
that's
place
like me,
is.
that is like that's where you're like me, because you have something happen and you want to go back for more. You've got that intrigue. You
Yes.
Yep,
you
yep, yep.
intrigue in what could happen if you poke the bear a little bit more.
Yeah.
See me,
We
if
went
Gary
back.
turned around to me and said, "Don't go over there and do so and so," I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Fuck off." I'd
Yep,
go over
yep.
there and do so and so just to
You've
see what.
see, see if you're doing the paranormal, you've got to be like that. I mean, you've got to have the balls to go out and investigate spirits. Yes, you're going to
Yeah.
get jump scares, but don't let it put you off. It just gives you that energy to say, well, there is something here. It wants to interact. Let's find out who it is. And
I've
it
never
makes you
been.
want to go back.
I'm not being big-headed, but I've never been scared by anything. I've been felt very vulnerable. My most
Hmm.
vulnerable last one was when I was at Castle Ring and I got pinned to the ground and I couldn't move because I was wanting to move all my legs and my arms and everything, but I just could not move forward, backward, sideways, whatever. And I had to shout Gary to help me, and he tapped me on the shoulder, and it felt like he pushed me really hard. And it was just apparently it was the spirit leaving my body going on to his, and he carried that spirit until we got out the Castle Ring
Yeah.
and went to a crossroads where this spirit got confused by a crossroads. Apparently, there's an ancient spirit that can get confused by crossroads. I haven't done any research into it yet, but I am going to do some.
Yeah.
And
Um,
it gets confused by crossroads. So that's when I felt the most vulnerable. But I don't really tend to get scared. I am on the side of caution, but I keep going.
I'll try to find a ton of explanation until
Yeah.
there's nothing else to come.
Exactly.
Definitely,
That's
Noreen.
like
Do you know what, Noreen? You have hit it on the head, because I
yes, yes.
find that sometimes that people say things like, oh, it's paranormal, and it turns out, it could be wind or it could be any sort of reason. So I like to logically say, right, is it this? Is it that? Is it the next thing? Because I got taught that by Alex Torrens, who passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely.
Always got to be
I would
skeptical.
say, do you know what, guys? I would actually say that I'm a skeptical believer because of the amount of shit that goes on in the paranormal right now, and the fact
Yeah.
that AI, it's
Oh,
it's
don't get me started
mental.
on
Yeah.
AI. I just don't agree with AI at all because it's the clue is in the name artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Artificial. If you use artificial intelligence in any of your paranormal stuff, you're going to be leaving yourself wide open to being called out as a fake because you're
Yep.
using
Yeah.
artificial stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't think the only way I will use artificial intelligence is if I'm looking for history on somewhere and I use ChatGPT and I can say, tell me the history of so-and-so castle. And it'll
Yeah.
come up, it'll tell me all the history, and I've got it there in front of me.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to say that any of that is artificial, but it's just a way of doing it. It seems to me, I should have researched it myself, but I wouldn't have been able to
Mm-hmm.
come out half the stuff that came out within that short amount of time. So that seems a little bit artificial
Yeah.
to me.
I
But
think the danger with AI is artificial intelligence. It can learn. It can learn
Yep.
more and more and more. So um, I think it's a danger in the paranormal field.
I've
I'm
actually
so
seen
small.
AI when they're doing videos that they can actually get a shadow figure to walk behind you,
Yeah,
and 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 you do it on your editing and stuff, and you get a shadow figure walk behind you or in front of you or whatever,
yeah.
and
You even got
supposedly you
apps.
don't see it because you put it
Yeah.
in after the edit, but you know you've done it. So why are you
Yeah.
doing it? Do you want to be artificial, or do you want to be fake, or do you just want the views? And me,
Um,
Aye. Uh,
just want to put out there what being a paranormal investigator is like. So I put all
yeah.
the boring bits in there, and you watch any of my videos, you'll have the boring bits in there, and then you have the good bits and
yeah,
the boring bits. There'll be more boring bits, or mostly boring bits, and one good bit. But that's
yeah,
Do you
part and
know? Do
parcel
you know what,
of
guys?
investigators.
A. Do you know what, guys? AI really, really scares me, and I'll tell you why. Because I've watched some of the AI videos on TikTok, and my jaw drops because of the way that they make tsunamis look. People are standing there smiling at the fact that there's a tsunami coming. Then you've got the megalodon. Right, honestly,
Yeah,
guys, I shit you not. So you've got a
yeah.
megalodon chasing this boat, and you just think, what the fuck? Who creates this shit? Like honestly, it's like it's crazy, and I just think to myself, it's going to be quite scary with AI because this is why I don't want to show my work because there's so much AI stuff. There's so much that you can do to pictures. There's so much that it's unbelievable what's coming out. And I'll tell you something, guys, it's going to get worse.
I think
exactly.
Wayne. I think Wayne was saying that if you use AI, the video has to show that AI has been used
Yeah,
in whatever you use it in. So, say if I did a paranormal investigation and I used AI, it would flag up on YouTube that AI had been used to do
yep,
certain things. And I think that's right. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
yep,
Because then these people that want to get all the extra views that won't get the views because people know it's been artificial intelligence.
Yeah, yeah.
yep.
It's what Noreen said.
That's right.
If you're out it, you've lost your credibility forever.
Exactly.
Yeah, do you know, I've got to totally agree with that because I think Now, I might be speaking out of turn, but honestly, see people who have went from, normal life to TV life with the paranormal, you can see the credibility. I see it all the time. People get hyped up and they watch it and then start criticising it.
Yeah.
And I'm not naming any names, but I've seen somebody get it really tight recently, and they're the most respected person in the paranormal. So I just think to myself, why would you risk, your credibility for, oh, bye Richard.
He lost connection.
Aye. Why would you ruin your credibility for a normal life to TV life? TV life distracts your life. You can't do
Yeah.
nothing without them knowing. And the fact that these people, right, that know that I'm jealous or nothing, good luck to them if that's what you want to do. But I've watched it recently, and see if somebody came up to me and said, Will, would you do TV? I said no, because I
No.
see how much it wrecks people's lives. And I've
Yes.
seen, like, over Facebook, they're slagging people.
Yes. And if it isn't a success, they're bashing each other. Um, even a good psychic who
Yeah.
gets involved in a TV uh,
Hmm.
show, it's all scripted, and
Yeah.
you fall down so hard and so fast, and
Yeah.
you
Do you know
never
what, Mary?
for it.
Do you know what, Mary? I never started out. Oh, sorry, what did Noreen say? I missed Courtney.
Um, Once I noticed the fakery is involved, that's it, and
Do
people
you
are
know
not.
what? It's I have met people, right, that are into paranormal, and you say to them, what made you join the paranormal? And you'll get the old version of, oh, I watched Most Haunted and it was great, and that's how paranormal is. And you just think to yourself, no, that's not how paranormal is. And
Yeah.
I just think that these people that go from a normal life to the TV, hey honey, um,
Yeah.
I think to myself, is it really worth risking what you've built, your reputation, and you know it's going to be fakey, because
Yeah.
who's really got to sit there and watch a proper investigation getting done? Nobody. Everybody wants to see the good bits, so they make it all like it's real, and then people are so bought by it, and then they go to paranormal investigations and they get disappointed at the fact, why am I not getting anything? I've been sitting here for 5 hours, and you just
Yeah.
think to yourself, because it's not like the TV. TV is ruining people's lives. Hello.
Yes, Noreen. I've seen many lose their credibility once they get an authority. They have to produce content any way they can. And yes, and it's scripted because
Yep.
they want action, they want the jump scare, they want
Mhm.
demons, they want the shadows, and they want possessions, and
Yep.
they want investigators seen attacked by spirits. Honey,
Yep.
it's not Hollywood.
See, for
Okay.
me, I can sit in a room and it can have nothing happen all night.
Yeah,
But I stay there because of the intrigue, because I know what could happen if there is something there. And I also know what can't happen if there isn't anything there. If there isn't anything there, then nothing happens. But even if you get
Yep.
one little tap or a bang or an EVP or a DVP,
Yep.
it proves to me that there is something there, but I've got to find that. To me tells me I've got to find a way of getting that spirit to be comfortable and talk with me and
Have you
express
ever tried?
its life with me, what it used to be, what it used to do, and how it used to do stuff. And that is the intrigue with me. I mean, I could sit there all night and have nothing happen apart from a tap and a bang, and
Yeah.
that to me is a good night.
Have you guys ever tried trigger objects like wee toy
Yes.
cars, like
Yeah.
dolls, but no haunted dolls, normal dolls? That I love trigger objects. I used to be in a team, my very first team, and Alex had a trigger object, and it was like a black box with a Buddha, if I remember rightly. It was a Buddha, and people, like the spirits, were so fascinated. So you used to see the head go like that.
Mm.
It was like oh, what's that advert? The nodding dog. Well, it was kind
Churchill.
of like that. Aye,
Churchill the
Churchill.
nodding dog. Miles.
Aye.
Miles.
Oh my god! But doesn't it? Do you know what? People should watch, right? Most Haunted, and I'll tell you why. It wrecked Derek Acorah's credibility, Most Haunted. And I think, why does nobody take the hint for that? That
Mm.
it's fake. So why
Yeah.
would you do it? But hey ho, that's just my opinion. But personally, I wouldn't be on the TV. Definitely no, I'm not a TV type.
I kind of disagree with that, Lois, because most haunted when it first ever started was a true show.
I agree,
But
Nori.
when Derek Acorah first got taken over by a spirit, the ratings went up. You saw his total costume change. He had leather, instead of a denim jacket, he swapped to
Uh huh.
a leather jacket. He had earrings. He had got rings on his fingers and everything. And he'd obviously got paid more to do more. So he'd fallen for the pay trap where they just bung him a bit more money, like possess yourself again,
Yeah.
get Sam to do all this and make something up. And it just, you did used to be a good show, Noreen, yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as
Do you
Derek
know?
had his first position, you seen his whole demeanour change. And he got
Yeah.
possessed 2 or 3 times a night instead of just once. The first time that one time happened, you saw everything change. And that's
Yeah.
what let that show down.
Do you know what? I wish Wayne was here because every time you mention Most Haunted, his face is a picture.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. You're damn right, Noreen. You know, I have noticed people changing, and I sit very quietly and I observe everything. And I have seen a few people who, oh, if I ever got, famous, I would still be me. But you see them changing, their whole demeanour changing, and you just think to yourself, I would rather be that wee fish in the gold pot, like the fishbowl,
Yeah.
than be well known. Probably well known now because obviously the podcasting, but like doing like the TV work, definitely no. No, even if they gave me hundreds of money or millions of money, wouldn't do it. I
No.
would not do it at all.
I
I
get
wouldn't do it to them.
nervous if people recognize me. I started 6 years ago on my own with podcasting, and I went to a few events, and people started staring at me. And I asked a girlfriend, um, "Is something wrong with my clothes, my hair, my makeup?" And then one guy told another guy, That's her from Facebook." And I got so nervous. I ran out. I thought, no, no, no. I I don't like it at all. No.
Do you know
I don't
what?
mind being recognised, but I want to be recognised for the right things instead of the wrong
Yeah,
things.
Yes,
yeah,
but still,
And
I'm not in it for the followers, not for the money. I do this
no,
because
uh-huh,
no
I
family.
like it, and
I've
I'm
yeah,
always said to
honest.
myself, I'd never make money out of paranormal,
yep,
No,
and I won't.
yep. Do you know
yeah,
what, guys? I did this because in 2020, we were, let's face it, sorry if you can hear the noise in the background, um, but we were all locked up like animals. People were in the
Yeah,
house, there was nothing to do. So that's why I started podcasting, because I wanted to reach out to people, make them laugh. See if I was the last person they've seen at night, then and I made them laugh, I'm happy with that. I'm absolutely happy with that. And as I said time and time again, see even if I got one viewer, I
yeah,
would be happy with that. I would honestly be overwhelmed with that. Because at the end of the day, that one person's coming on, seeing us having a laugh with us, and then they're happy. Like Noreen, I'm going to use Noreen as an example. Noreen loves our shows. See, when I'm no on, she's like, oh, I've done today. And I'm like, ah, right, okay.
yeah.
But
They sell
I,
their souls as soon as they sign a TV contract. I agree
they do.
completely.
Yeah, I agree completely with that.
Yeah, they get the taste of being famous. It's hard for them to get backed, so they agree to do more and more. It's part of TV entertainment circle. It is.
well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a laugh, right? The
Yeah.
least famous don't get famous by being caught cheating on the kiss cam at the Coldplay gig. The guy and the woman who were
Yeah.
caught. That's one way to make yourself famous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well, that's
it's
Or
true.
a laughable way to get famous.
Do you know when Dutch
but
Courage was set up, Lo?
what? Sorry,
Do you know
Richard.
when, do you know when Dutch Courage was actually set up?
When?
December 2020, because
Wow,
that was the
5 years.
first Christmas. That was the first Christmas we couldn't mix with any of our families, and we missed out on
Noreen's
mixing
laughing.
with our families. So I said, well, I didn't set it up because of that. I set it up before that, because we couldn't mix with anybody, and I just needed to get out of the house. And me
Yeah,
being with a low immune system, having MS and everything, I was like, I've got to get out of the house. It's just doing me nothing. So I went to
yeah.
the shore last night and I had to wander around there and I thought, there's something there. So I said to Jack, I said, hmm. Because I knew Jack was a pretty healthy guy, and he says, "Well, come out with you." Yeah. So we went out and just did a few investigations around Shore Abbey and did all this. He says, "Well," he says, "Why don't we just meet up?" And I think the pubs were still open at that point. You had to sign in on the register or something to say you'd been there,
Yeah.
so they kept
Yeah.
it happen. We were all there, and we set Dutch Courage up in the pub that night, and it was just basically a few friends like having a drink for Dutch Courage because you have a drink before you go out doing something scary or do something scary. But we used to do it the other way around. We used to do something scary and then have a drink, and that's how it all just set up. So yeah, the lockdown has got a lot to do with a lot of our reasons why we're here, and
Well,
I thank
really,
lockdown.
I.
I thank
Yes.
lockdown for it because it just makes you do. It made me do something I never thought of doing before.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. It was like when you were locked up. As I said, I was working a lot of it. Really, really working a lot of it, and I missed doing the paranormal. I really did miss doing the paranormal, but I was so happy with doing podcasting because I'm still interacting with people. I'm still talking to people and things like that, even though you're
Yeah,
locked up. It was like it was good to do the podcasting. I had a bit of a break there because it sometimes with podcasting, I don't know if you guys find that you get overwhelmed, and I had burnt myself right into the ground because it was like I loved doing podcasting. I really, really did, but like I was doing too much. But I'm back and I'm a lot happier and a lot smiley and less
I think it's those Sunday
crabbit.
mornings that used to do you. Sunday mornings used to do you, though.
Oh, honestly.
I know I used to
But
promise I would make it onto one of those, but it was just too early for me, especially after a Saturday night.
but I'm happy with the team that I've built. Honestly, I'm so happy with you all. I don't know what I would do without you.
No, we're
We
here for
are
you
happy
whenever.
with you.
We're here for you whenever, Lo.
So what's everybody's plan? You have to find balance, Lo. That's
Yeah.
it, Noreen. I've got to find balance between fibro and paranormal. So what's everybody's plans this year for Christmas?
Christmas? Yeah, I haven't even thought of that. I haven't even thought of.
Uh,
Well, I
I
have
think
actually.
I'm not.
Everybody's going, why are you talking about Christmas and it's only August?
No, yeah. But the thing is, once the kids go back to school, you've got to
Yeah.
start planning for Christmas. Doesn't matter about
No.
Halloween or anything or fireworks night. You've got to start planning for
Oh,
Christmas
no,
because
no, no, no. Oh, you,
No.
you
Halloween's
can't
when they
miss
plan for
Halloween.
first. No, you can't. You can't miss Halloween, but you've got to kind of incorporate it with Christmas because they're the two next major expenses. Yeah,
Well,
I've just told the kids to get 50 quid each
ah,
this year. They can spend it on what they want, apart from sweets. And I want to see the receipts. And if they haven't spent it on, if they've spent it on sweets, then I want the money back.
ah, that's very strict. Now, for me, it's the other way around. I never, ever put a Christmas tree on. I don't put anything Christmassy in my house. But Halloween, hey,
Uh,
that's my cup of tea. Yeah.
Oh,
Halloween, I would have,
my Halloween's just there. I've got a Ouija board just there, a load of ghosts dotted around it,
Oh
and I've
my
got
God,
ghosts.
I
I've
have,
ghosts
have
all around
cop-
there.
cobwebs. I have skeletons. I have so much Halloween stuff,
All
and
my skeletons are in the closet, Mary.
it's going, it's going into
listen,
my front yard.
you keep Fred in there with the bondage, with the handcuffs and everything.
I'm not supposed to tell people that, though.
Yeah.
But this year's going to be really special this year because obviously my boy. So we're going to have the first proper Christmas together, so it'll be really, really good.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
fantastic news.
well, do you know what I like doing at Christmas, guys? Believe it or not, is the fact that I love just shutting all the blinds. And I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to make a big dinner. I'll just do like a buffet, and like people can eat what they want, and just sit and watch shit on YouTube. That is that's the way I am usually at Christmas.
What's Christmas
Um,
films? What, Santa
Christmas
Claus?
films. No, do you know what I watched last year? And it was my very first time seeing it. Deck the Halls, and it was with Danny DeVito,
Yeah.
and it was I laughed from the beginning to the end because of the competition over the Christmas lights because he wanted
Yeah.
to go to see it in
Into
space.
space. Yeah.
Oh my god, what a film. Mary, what about you? What Christmas films do you like?
Uh, uh, the Jack Skellington one, the night before Christmas.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Got a bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Grinch, of course, because
Yeah, Grinch definitely.
yeah, I don't like Christmas. I really don't like it, and it's because every time around Christmas, my mom was in the hospital. I had
Oh,
to.
sorry, honey.
Yeah, no problem. Uh, when I was a kid, I was a lot with my aunt during Santa Claus, and because we celebrated here and Christmas, and after Christmas, my mom came home again, and the whole shit show started again. And later on, my grandma got sick, so her last Christmas was at my place. I had a huge buffet dinner, and but we all knew she was going to pass within a month. And on that day, I decided to get a divorce also.
Oh my
So,
God. Yeah, what a time to
Was,
decide for a divorce.
was
yeah,
that
I
the
was
Merry,
pre,
so fed up with everything.
was that pre-Christmas stress?
No, it was my Merry Christmas present for him because I was so fed up with him.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
sometimes, like, honestly, you just find that yourself that you just, if you get so fed up with everything, you're just like, ah, fuck it. Like, I found that with the paranormal for a while,
yeah,
but then I had that experience where I seen my gran in an apparition, and it gave me the faith in the spring again to do the paranormal. And with my good friend dying as well, it's even gave me a bigger step. That's why I'm back podcasting early. It's because
Yeah.
I can hear him in my head all the time, motivating me, saying, "Come on, Lou, go back." Um, so it's gave me that motivation to start my own. I don't want to do like a team. I'd rather be a freelancer and just go out,
Yeah.
mix with people. Um, then you don't have the hassle of people saying, "Oh, you're supposed to be in our team," blah blah blah.
yeah.
I want to be a freelancer, so that, as I say, free, loose.
We
Well,
have
definitely.
Noreen again. You have to wait, Richard. Noreen is always refusing to go anywhere, make herself a little dinner, watch crap on TV, and she's loving it. Um, she had so many busy Christmases in the past, cooking for the whole family, but she lost her mom, then her partner, and then her dad. So, no, it's not selfish. It's choosing for yourself and what
You've got
makes
Yeah,
to
you
live it
happy.
for yourself.
Yeah,
You've got to
yeah.
live for
I,
yourself.
God,
yeah,
I lost my granny just after Christmas. I lost her on the 28th December. And you know what? I zoned out. I really, really zoned out. But I can always remember watching Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. And
yeah.
believe it or not, that gave me the concentration to think about stuff in my head while I was watching that. I thought that was a brilliant film. But I'm quite geeky, so
Yeah,
But since living with
yeah,
my
um,
mum, she has not let me rest with the paranormal. She's always been around me, and I can tell when she's around me because I can walk through the door and I get a great big waft of her perfume, and then I'll just burst into laughter. I'll start laughing for no reason at all. Now, when I met Gemma, my psychic medium, she said to me, she found me through TikTok. She was
right.
looking at TikTok and she came across me and my group. And her spirit guide says, "That's him. That's the one you want. That's the group you need to be with, and you will fly." And she told me that, and I was like, "Really?" I said, "Okay." And I walked through the front door after meeting her, wafted perfume, burst out laughing. She says, "Jem, you never guess what's happened, but I got this waft of perfume and I burst out laughing." She says, you said that's your mum, and she's telling you to get on with doing stuff as you are. And I was just like, well, yeah. And I've got really good connection with Gemma as the medium, and it's just like she's been picked out for me and my group. Well, picked out for me, yeah, me and my group, and she's gonna do wonders because everything she's come out with has been absolutely bang on, and she's more than happy.
Does she do 3D? Does she do readings even?
She does do readings, but she won't do them sort of online, just like face to
Right.
face.
Okay.
And people
Right.
have to go
Okay.
to her. People have to go to her, and not. She won't do sort of
I'll tell
advertising.
you who. I'll tell you who I really do reach out to. Is Barry John. Barry John
Yeah,
is amazing. I
he's
absolutely love that guy.
absolutely brilliant, Barry John is. I don't
I've
talk
had a
to
few.
him as much as I should because I think Jacqueline advertises him more than anybody else. But yeah,
I think sometimes that happens in the paranormal. We're kind of doing our own thing, but we always.
Your sound is gone.
sound went then. No, she's gone.
Like,
Sound's gone.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
little bit.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
yeah.
perfectly. Can you hear us?
Right, that's good. You freaked me out there, and I was like, my God. Sorry, my father was trying to call. But
It's the ghosties.
as I was
Ghosties
saying,
getting involved.
oh, listen, don't talk to me about ghosties because recently in my house, when I've been really, really upset, my alarms go off for nothing. The fire alarms are going off for nothing. And it's not like we've been cooking or anything, but anytime I'm upset, something always happens with spirit, letting me know that they're there. Is there any? Do, I'll give you a laugh, right?
Yes.
So I was playing about with my cat ball around my gran's teddy because I've got my gran's teddy that I got when she died. And it's like one of the bears that you can get after somebody dies, and it's made out of clothes, and it is
Yeah.
my favourite colour. I'm like, yes. So I've got that. So I had the cat ball beside it, and I went over to my bed. Now there's an app that I use, and I believe in 100%, and it's the Team Spirit Paranormal app that Brian Holloway made. So I get a few good responses out of it. So I was talking away and I got wee bits. Next thing you know, wait to give you a laugh. So my boy came in, right? And my boy is just, he's some boy. And he said something really cheeky to the spirits. Well, if I never speak to you again, I swear in my grand's ashes, the fire alarms went off and he shat himself. He absolutely shat himself, and he would not. He wanted me to escort him to his bedroom so he knew he was safe. He was like, "Mum, you have to take me." No, you want to be brave. You want to speak to spirit. On you go. No, no, Mum, help me to my bedroom. So I ended up. I had to take him to his bedroom, because he's just And then he says, "Mum, see you should have mind your own business and not going out and messing with stuff." I was like, I love it. I love going out to different places. I love hearing the stories. I love just being in that moment of what's happened here. And I seen a castle. It's not a castle. It was a church down in England, and it was investigated by quote me if I'm wrong, is it Haunted Pickers or something? Or it's Haunted something. And it's 3 guys, and they were in this church, and they were getting really, really freaked out. And I was like that, oh, I'd love to explore that, but I think that's the church near Tim, St. John's. Is it St. John's? So I'd be interested to go there. But what I am actually talking about next year doing is coming down to England to go to Rendlesham Forest.
Going to where?
Rendlesham, the forest down near, I can't even say it, the forest down near Wayne.
Where's Wayne now?
He's Colchester. It's Rendell something. Anyway, I want to go there because it's the UFO place. It's a hot spot for the UFO. The spot's for the UFOs.
You want UFOs? Come to Cannock Chase.
Cannock
Chase is renowned for
I read those. Thank you, Noreen.
I live near UFOs. I live near Cannock Chase. Well, about 5 miles from Cannock Chase, if that.
Oh, so what you're really saying is, Richard, will you come and stay with me for the weekend and we'll go to Cannock Chase?
Yeah.
We'll be the talk. We'll be the talk of the town if I came down and stayed with you.
Yeah, but how many times have we said that? I mean, with everything that's gone on, we'd always be the talk of the town. Certain people that have got involved and shit on us and got involved and shit on both of us, we'd always be the talk of the town because we've both been accused of it, so
Aye. Oh, listen, I've been accused of all sorts in the paranormal, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. And you just think to yourself, like, really? Like, I'll tell you a cracker. I'm not going to name any names. I used to be really, really pally with this guy, right? Bearing in mind that he's in America and I'm in Scotland. So we used to talk every day about the paranormal, and I was helping him, like, kind of pick names and that for his team. His girlfriend got so jealous, guys, that she accused me of having an affair with him. I'd never met this guy. We were just talking. And it was like,
somebody else accused you of that as well, didn't they? Somebody else accused you of that.
I will. I've been accused of Canada and I've been accused of England, so what can I say? I'll just say, guys.
Do they cats and pigeons come to mind?
Well, put it this way, I must be the harlot of the paranormal.
Yeah, the paranormal harlot, Logan.
Oh God, there's more drama than paranormal than Coronation Street. You couldn't write a book in it. You honestly couldn't write a book in it. But guys, it has been an amazing show. I just want to thank Mary for helping me with my streaming service just now, as I gave up with the last one because it drove me nuts. Next week, guys, we will talk about, in fact, Richard, give us a subject.
There's loads to choose from. I'd like to talk about the Fae.
The Fae, right? You heard it here, guys. First, next Friday we will be talking about the Fae. Next Thursday we'll be off, but that's until I can get a streaming service. But guys, you floozy, not in hell. I'll have here, I'm the #1 floozy in the paranormal. But let me just say I've not got the tits to. I need to up my tits a bit. But guys, honestly, have a good weekend from us all as a team. And thank you very much, Richard, for always coming in. Mary, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you to the guys that have watched us. Please stay safe and be kind to each other, guys. See you later, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Bye
Bye. Bye. Microwave.